Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today is now my third state that I'm doing in my breakdown of the 2024 presidential election results. If you saw my first two videos, thank you so much for watching. If you did miss them, I did do the state of Maine and the state of New Hampshire, and now we have come to my third state, the state of Vermont. The way I'm going to do it in this video is I am mixing up a little bit. In the first two videos, if you saw them, I went over the counties of the state first, and then I went the town by town. And I'm going to mix it up a little bit for this video because the town by town one was taking a very long time, and I'm not sure if I was really accurately conveying the information I wanted to do. So for the sake of this video, what I'm going to do is break down all the counties of Vermont in the 2024 presidential election, and I'm going to do it in the 2020 presidential election, and I'm going to do the 2016 presidential election. So instead of doing the town by town map for most of the video, I'm going to do the county-wide map for the last three presidential elections. Then towards the end of the video, if I want to do a brief breakdown of the town by town map, I certainly can. But first, I'm going to start with the state of Vermont. Vermont is one of the most democratic states in the United States, and it unsurprisingly voted for Kamala Harris. Coincidentally, it closes polls at 7 p.m., which usually makes Vermont usually makes Vermont the first Democratic state to vote for the Democratic candidate in the 2024 presidential election on election night, which Vermont did. Vermont voted for Kamala Harris 64% to 33% for Donald Trump statewide. If you want the precise number, I'll be coming back to this as well. Harris got 64.4%, Trump got 32.6%. So they rounded the 64.4 down to 64 and 32.6 up to 33. So that is what it was statewide. Kamala Harris won 64% 33 by about 235,791 votes. Donald Trump 119,395 votes. Doing quick math in my head, that's going to be a margin of victory of about 116,000 vote difference between Harris and Trump. Harris winning by about 116,000 votes. So for the state of Vermont and all of its counties, I'm using Vermont-demographics.com as my source for this data. Chittenden County is the largest county by population in the state of 169,481 people, and that will be the first county that we break down right here. So first we're going to look at Chittenden County. This is also where the city of Burlington, Vermont is, one of the largest cities in Vermont. It is not the capital. Montpelier is the capital, but it is one of the largest cities. And Kamala Harris defeated Donald Trump in this county 75% to 22%. 72,656 votes for Harris, 20,937 votes for Trump. And when you add it up, that's going to be about 51,000 or so vote win for Kamala Harris out of Chittenden County. So again, Harris defeated Trump statewide by about 116,000. About 51,000 of that margin came out of Chittenden County alone. Now we're going to take a look at Burlington and Chittenden County back in 2020. Joe Biden won 75.8% to 21.2%. So actually quite similar, about a 1% difference between 2020 and 2024 in Chittenden County. Still a very, very large Democratic turnout state or county. It was about 74,961 for Biden, 21,017 for Trump. If you want to round that up to 75,000 and 21,000, then you can make the argument that's going to be a difference of about 53,000 votes. So Biden did about 2,000 votes better in Chittenden County than Kamala Harris did, but in such a Democratic county and Democratic state, that really didn't make all that much of a difference. But Trump still did about 2,000 votes better between 2024 and 2016. Or in 2024 and 2020, excuse me. Now looking at 2016, Hillary Clinton got 65.7%, Donald Trump got 22.3%, and third-party candidates got 6.5%. So Clinton certainly did much worse than both Biden and Harris in Chittenden County against Donald Trump. So that's Chittenden County. That's the largest county in the state of Vermont. Now we're going to look at Rutland County, the second largest county in the state, where it has 60,271 people. Rutland County, right down here, Kamala Harris won this county 51% to 46%, so actually a very close competitive county. 17,375 votes for Harris. Donald Trump got 15,586. This is going to be a win for Harris of about 1,800 votes, 1,800 or so votes out of Rutland County. Looking now in 2020, Joe Biden won this county by 10 points, 53.7% to 43.2%, a win of 18,230 votes to 14,672. So that is going to be a win of about, let's see, 3,600 votes or so. 3,600 vote win in 2020, only about an 1,800 vote win in 2024. So Rutland County, Trump certainly made an improvement here by about, 2,000 votes? 1,000 vote, 2,000 vote difference? Yeah, it went from about 1,800 votes to about 3,600 votes. So Trump actually cut the Democrat in this race. He cut the lead by the Democrat in half in Rutland County. So Trump definitely did much better here. Back in 2016, Rutland County voted for Hillary Clinton 46% to Trump's 42.1%. This ended up being 13,635 votes for Clinton, 12,479 for Trump. This ended up being a win for Clinton of about 1,200 votes. So this is obviously the worst performance of a Democrat between 2024, 2020, and 2016, but it is close and worth noting the margins of votes were similar in 2024 to the 2016 Hillary Clinton numbers than to Joe Biden's 2020 numbers. So that was right here. That was Rutland County. I guess going forward in Vermont, if there's going to be a competitive county to watch for, Rutland is certainly going to be one of them. So now Rutland County is number 2. We're looking at Washington County, number 3, just only 100 votes or so less than Rutland County, 60,142. Washington County, we're going to find the middle of the state right here. This is where the capital city of Montpelier is. And this was a big Democratic win for Kamala Harris, 70% to 27%. It was 24,527 votes for Harris, Trump 9,327 votes. So that's going to be a win of about 15,000 votes, about 15,000 vote win for Harris over Trump in Washington County. Looking back at 2020, it was 71.3 to 25.3, and this is actually not too far off. This might be a win of about 15 to, well, let's get the math actually exactly here, because this one a little bit under 24,527, 2020 25,000. So about another 600 votes for Biden over Harris in Washington County, Trump ending about 400 votes short of that. So a difference of about 1,000 votes. Biden did about 1,000 votes better in Washington County than Harris did in 2024. Again, not a very significant thing to look at considering it is such a Democratic state, but 1,000 votes here and there in a very competitive state could make a big difference. Vermont is not that way, but still, Biden did about 1,000 votes better in Washington County than Harris did in 2024. In 2016, Hillary Clinton got 59.8, Donald Trump got 25.7, Hillary Clinton got 18,594, Donald Trump 7,993, only an 11,000 vote win or so. Independent candidates getting 7.8%. Certainly, a lot of those third-party candidate votes likely took votes away from Hillary Clinton. So that's where things ended up with Washington County. Now we're going to look at the fourth largest county in the state, Windsor County. Windsor County has about 58,101 people. In Windsor County, we're going to find right here on the border of New Hampshire and kind of the middle to southeastern part of the state of Vermont. Again, right up along here, you're kind of abutting the beginning of Grafton County and Sullivan County in New Hampshire. Windsor County voted for Kamala Harris 66% to Donald Trump's 31%. Harris getting 22,569 votes. Donald Trump getting about 10,458 votes. Looking at it, it's about a 12,100 vote win for Harris over Trump in Windsor County. 12,100 votes separating Harris and Trump. So again, 12,100. Looking at Windsor County back in 2020, Biden won here by 67.9% to 28.9%, 23,376 votes for Joe Biden, 9,971 for Donald Trump. Certainly larger than it was in 2024. This is going to be about 24,000 votes. Not 24,000, I'm sorry. This is going to be about 14,000 votes for Biden over Trump in 2020, down to about 12,000 in 2024. So Trump was able to improve the margin of defeat in Windsor County by about 2,000 votes compared to the 2020 election. Trump, another county where Trump was gaining a few more votes. So far, every county we've looked at, Trump has done better in Windsor County, Montpelier, Washington County, and Chittenden County so far. And looking back at 2016, Windsor County 58.7%, 28.8%. Hillary Clinton got 17,556 votes. Trump got 8,605 votes. Again, 7%, 2,083 votes, playing spoiler in third place, taking votes away from Clinton. So it's very interesting. Trump was able to improve his numbers in Windsor County by about 2,000 votes. It's interesting that we're seeing Kamala Harris so far in the 3 states I've gone over. She hasn't done as well as Joe Biden did in 2020, but she hasn't done as poorly as Hillary Clinton did in 2016. It's looking like of the 3 candidates, Biden electorally in 2020 was the strongest, and Kamala Harris is like about 1 to 2 points running behind what Joe Biden did in 2020, which wasn't enough at the end of the day for Donald Trump to end up pulling off a victory nationally, nationwide. So that is Windsor County. Now we're going to look at the 5th largest county in the state, Franklin County. 50,994 people live in Franklin County. Franklin County we're actually going to find up in the northern part of the state right here, up along the Canadian border. Franklin County voted for Kamala Harris over Donald Trump in a very close race, 13,280 votes to 12,490, 50% to 47%. That's going to be about around an 800 vote or so win for Kamala Harris over Donald Trump, 510 to get to 13,000, another 280. So about 780 votes, if you want to be precise, but 780 to 800 votes or so in Franklin County. So again, 780 out of Franklin. Looking at Franklin in 2020 is about 52.7% for Joe Biden, 43.6% for Donald Trump. 13,611 votes for Biden over Trump, 11,274 for Donald Trump. In 2020, it was about a 2,400 vote win, down to 780 in 2024. So Trump again slashing the numbers in a county like Franklin County significantly compared to 2020. This is another county where even in very blue Vermont, Trump has been running ahead of what his numbers were in 2020. Harris is running about 1,000, 2,000 votes less than what Biden got in 2020 in Franklin County. 2016, very, very close actually. Hillary Clinton got 43.7%, Donald Trump got 40.9%, third-party candidates got about 9.5%. It seems that it's interesting. Kamala Harris's numbers and Hillary Clinton numbers, by the margins of victory, are actually pretty similar, but since there was so much third-party vote in 2016, it really messes up the numbers and makes it look like there was so much undecided third-party vote that things were super close. Harris, by the percentages, it was a 3-point win for Harris in Franklin County by percentages. That's what it was for Clinton over Trump as well. But there was a lot less third-party vote in 2024 than there was in 2016. So that is very, very interesting. That was Franklin County. Now we're going to look at Windham County, county number 6 in the state. Windham County has 45,966 people living in Windham County. Windham County we're going to find right here on the southern part of New Hampshire border and on the northwestern part of the Massachusetts border. Windham County ended up going for Harris 70% to 27%, with a vote number of 17,904 for Harris to 6,928 for Donald Trump. We're going to do some quick math here. That's going to be about another 4,000 or so to get to 10,000 plus another 7. That's going to be about 11,000 votes or so, maybe a little bit under, about 10,980 votes or so, win for Harris over Trump in Windham County. To make all things easy, we'll just round up and say 11,000 votes. Looking back at 2020, this county was a lot larger, about a 12,000 vote win, 12,300, 72.1% for Biden, 24.7% for Trump. So again, about 12,300 votes, about a little under 11,000 in 2024. We see Trump again gaining about 1,000 votes or so in Windham County, a very Democratic area. Trump was still able to gain some votes here and take another 1,000 votes away from what Biden got in 2020 compared to what Harris got in 2024. 2016, Hillary Clinton got 14,340 votes, 63.4%. Donald Trump got 5,454 votes, 24.1%. Third-party candidates combined for 6.6%, 1,491. Another county, Trump seems to be overperforming his 2020 numbers, the margin of victory, by about 1,000 to 1,200 votes. That is Windham County. Now we're looking at number 7, Addison County, 37,700 220 people are living in Addison County. This one we're going to find right here in kind of the middle part of the state, getting into the more northwestern part, but right along the New York border. Addison County voted 66% for Kamala Harris, 31% for Donald Trump, 14,879. Donald Trump, 6,841. This one's going to be about an 8,000 vote win for Kamala Harris over Donald Trump in the state, about a little over 8,030 votes or so for Kamala Harris. Looking at 2020, Addison County was about 68% to 28.6, 14,967 to 6,292. Quick math here, this is going to be about 8,700 votes or so. So Trump in the margin of victory for Harris over Trump in 2024, this is going to be about 600 votes less than what Biden got in 2020. Not as bad as some of the other counties in terms of Harris's vote compared to Biden, but another county in Vermont where Trump was able to pick up a few hundreds of votes in a very blue Democratic area. And looking at 2016, Hillary Clinton got 59%, Donald Trump 27.8%, and a 7.5% for the Libertarian and Green Party candidates. Hillary Clinton got 11,219 votes, Donald Trump 5,297, and 1,436 for the third-party candidates. Very, very interesting. Another Democratic area, Trump continues to outperform his numbers here. Coming in now at number 8, we have Bennington County. This is a population of 37,183 people, Bennington County. This one we're going to find on the southwestern part of the state, right here, up along the New York border to the west, Massachusetts border to the south. Bennington County voted for Kamala Harris 60% to 37%, 12,326 votes for Harris, 7,697 for Donald Trump. This one, when you look at it, is going to be about a difference of 4,000 and about 4,700 votes or so when you do the math. I might get the precise numbers on this one because the math is a little bit tricky. So I want to get this one 100% right for you all because the 697 part is just throwing me off a little bit. 4,629 votes, to be precise, out of Bennington County. 4,629. Looking at 2020, Joe Biden won this county 12,705 votes to Donald Trump's 7,114, and this was 62.1% to 34.8%. And the math on this one, when you look at it, is a difference of about 5,600 votes. So Donald Trump was able to gain about 1,000 votes in Bennington County in 2024 compared to 2020. Joe Biden did about 1,000 votes better in raw vote numbers than Kamala Harris did. Harris getting around 60%, Biden getting about 62% in 2020. And in 2016, Hillary Clinton got about 54.9%, Donald Trump 34.1%, third-party candidates getting 6%, 9,539 votes for Clinton, 5,925 for Trump, and 1,036 for third party. That is Bennington County. Now we're going to look at number 9, Caledonia County, 30,610 votes out of Caledonia County. This one we're going to find in the northeastern part of Vermont. We're going to find that one right here. 54% for Kamala Harris, 42% for Donald Trump. A difference I can already tell now of about 2,000 votes. Harris getting 8,977. Donald Trump, 6,927. This is going to be a difference of about 2,050 votes out of Caledonia. Super, super close race. 2,050 votes separating Harris and Trump here. Back in 2020, this was Biden 55.7%, Trump 40.5%, 9,011 votes for Biden, 6,551 for Trump. This is a vote difference of about, 2,500 votes coming out of Caledonia County. So 2,500 compared to 2024, which ended up being about 2,000. Trump in this smaller county was able to make up about 500 votes in Caledonia County. Again, in a very blue state like Vermont, this may not seem like it matters, but it does when Trump is doing this so far we've seen in every single state across the country. And there are a lot closer states in Vermont where this is going on as well. So Trump picking up that 500 votes in a small area like Caledonia actually is very mathematically significant. Looking at 2016 as well, Hillary Clinton got 45.8%, Trump got 39.3%, Third-party candidates getting about 8%. Hillary Clinton getting about 6,445 votes. Donald Trump 5,534. And third-party 1,107. This is going to be about a 900 vote win for Hillary Clinton over Donald Trump in Caledonia. And again, compare that to 2024, where Kamala Harris defeated Donald Trump by about 2,000 votes. So that's Caledonia. We're now at number 10, the 10th largest population county in the state, and that is Orange County, 29,943 votes out of Orange County. Orange County, we're going to find that one right here, right along the Grafton County border in New Hampshire. Orange County is right here. Something tells me if you drive along this area of the state and look out into Vermont, you'll probably see some very nice looking mountains and hills and such. Kamala Harris here got 58%. Donald Trump got 38%. 10,220 votes for Harris. 6,683 votes for Donald Trump. This is going to be a difference when you add it up. The 6,000 votes going up to 10,000 minus 400 from that. That's going to be about a difference of 3,700 to 3,600 votes or so between Harris over Trump. So we're going to go with about 3,600 votes separating Harris and Trump in Orange County. And in 2020, Orange County was 60.2% to 36.8%. Biden won here, 10,304 votes. Trump, 6,187. This was a win of about 4,200 votes, maybe coming up on 4,100 votes in Orange County. So 4,100 in 2020 and about 4,600 in 2024, it looks like. Or no, I'm sorry, 3,600 in 2024. Trump was able to pick up about 400 to 500 votes in Orange County that Biden took in 2020. So very interesting. Trump, again, picking up a few hundreds of votes in a blue county like Orange County. 2016 lost a third-party vote. Hillary Clinton 51.5, Donald Trump 34.2, third party 7.9. Hillary Clinton got 7,541 votes, Donald Trump 5,007 votes, third party 1,155 votes. About a 2,500 vote lead here, or win here, for Clinton over Trump. That was Orange County. We now have 4 counties remaining to go over. Orleans County, 27,516 votes. Orleans County, we're going to find in the northern part of the state right here. This is one of the 2 counties statewide that Donald Trump actually won in the state of Vermont. Vermont does have 2 Republican counties in 2024. Trump won here 49.4% to 47.8%. Trump getting 7,233 votes. Kamala Harris getting 7,006 votes. This is going to be a win for Trump of a little under 200 votes, or a little over 200 votes, excuse me. This is going to be about 228 or so votes. So a win for Trump, about 220 votes or so. Back in 2020, this county did go for Joe Biden, 50.7% to 46.2%. So this is a flip from 2020 to 2024. Biden getting 7,147 votes. Donald Trump, 6,512. This was about a 600 vote win for Joe Biden. And in 2024, a 220 vote win for Donald Trump. So Donald Trump was able to flip about 800 votes in terms of margin of victory in Orleans County in 2024. About 800 people voting in favor from Joe Biden to Donald Trump, going from 2020 to 2024. Looking at 2016, this county did also go blue for Hillary Clinton, but very, very close. 43% for Clinton, 42.8% for Donald Trump, 8.7% third party. Hillary Clinton getting 5,185 votes, Donald Trump 5,159 votes, and third party 1,052 votes. This is only a win for Clinton of about, 26 votes? Only a 26 vote difference separating Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump in 2016. That's a very underrated, very close one. I'm not sure there's many counties closer than this nationwide, actually, both in 2016 and now looking at 2024. It's just a smaller population county. As I showed you, Orleans County, 27,516 people total. So not just voters, only that's total people in the entire county, including people who are not eligible to vote, like children and such. So it is very interesting that the county is that close. Number 12, we have a county I'm absolutely going to be mispronouncing. So anyone from the state of Vermont, please correct me if I get this wrong. Lamo County. Lamo County was 26,060 people living here. Lamo County is going to be right up here in between Franklin County and Orleans County. Lamo County is right here. Kamala Harris getting 66.1%, Donald Trump getting 31%. Harris received 9,788 votes, Donald Trump 4,505. This is going to be a win of about 5,200 or so votes, coming up on 5,300 votes. So a win, a big win in a smaller county for Kamala Harris. We're going to round up and say about 5,300 votes. Looking at 2020, Joe Biden won here 68.7% to 27.9%, where Joe Biden got 10,240 votes, Donald Trump 4,163. This is going to be about a 6,100 vote win for Joe Biden over Donald Trump. So again, Donald Trump doing about 500 votes better in terms of raw vote totals in 2024 than he did in 2020. Donald Trump picking up another 500 votes out of Lamoille County that Joe Biden had in 2020. Looking at 2016, Hillary Clinton had 56.7%, Trump 28%, third party 8.8%. Hillary Clinton got 7,241 votes, Donald Trump 3,570. This is going to be a win of about 4,200 votes or so in Lamoille County for Hillary Clinton over Donald Trump. So 4,200 votes in 2016. We're looking at about 5,200 in 2024. So that was Lamoille County. Now we're looking at number 13. We have two counties remaining. We have Grand Isle County. Grand Isle County, very, very small. Only 7,467 people in Grand Isles County. And this one is going to be right here, the small county on the border of Canada to the north, New York to the west. Not too much to talk about here. Very small, 2,940 people voting for Kamala Harris, 1,893 people voting for Donald Trump, 59% to 38%. This is going to be a win for Kamala Harris of about 1,050 votes out of Grand Isle County. So 1,500 votes, or I'm sorry, 1,050 votes in Grand Isles County in 2024. In 2020, Joe Biden got 59.9% to Trump's 37.3%. Biden got 2,905 votes. Donald Trump got 1,810. So when you look at the math this way, this is going to be a difference of about 1,095 votes win for Joe Biden over Donald Trump. 1,095 compared to 2024, where it ended up being about 1,050 votes. So 1,050 compared to 1,095. So about 45 vote difference between 2020 and 2024. But again, Trump picking up some votes in terms of the margin of victory between 2020 and 2024. Kamala Harris underperforming Biden about 1 to 2% seems to be the trend in every county in Vermont so far. 2016, Grand Isle County, Clinton got 51%, Trump got 36.2%, Independent 8%, Clinton getting 2,094 votes, Trump 1,487 votes. That's going to be a win of around 600 votes for Hillary Clinton in Grand Isle County over Donald Trump. So that is the 13th largest county. We have one county left in the state of Vermont, Essex County. We have finally gone over all the counties in the state. Essex County and the last county in the state did vote for Donald Trump right here on the border of Colas County in New Hampshire. Essex County voting 55% for Donald Trump, 39% for Kamala Harris. Trump getting 1,890 votes. Harris getting 1,344. So we're coming up here at about 550 votes or so win for Donald Trump over Kamala Harris in Essex County, about 550 votes. In 2020, this is the only county in Vermont to vote for Donald Trump over Joe Biden. Trump got 53.9%, Biden got 42.7%. Trump getting 1,773 votes, Biden 1,404 votes. So this was a win for Trump over Biden of about 368 votes, about 368 votes in 2020. And this is going to be about 550 votes in 2024. Trump picking up about, again, I want to get this math exactly correct, because in a county this small, I want to make sure I am doing this 100% correct, since you're taking the time to watch this, want to get it right. 2024 was a difference of 546 votes. In 2020, 1,773 minus 1,405 was about 368 votes. So this is going to be a difference of about 200 votes between 2020 and 2024, Trump picking up about 200 votes in Essex County. At the time, the only Republican county in the state. Essex does have Orleans County this time around, so there's now two in Vermont. But Trump gaining about 200 votes from 2020 to 2024 in Essex County. Now looking at 2016, where Donald Trump won Essex County, 1,506 votes to 1,019, 51.5%, 34.8%. Trump winning here by approximately 400 and about, 493 votes. Trump won Essex County by. So Trump did win it in 2016 more than he did in 2020, but less so than in 2024. So those are all the counties in the state of Vermont. We have gone over every single county in the state, what their vote totals were in 2024, what they were in 2020, and what they were in 2016. Very briefly, this is the town map in 2024 in Vermont. We've gone over all the counties of these, but we've seen some cities like Burlington, one of the largest population centers in Vermont, 85 to 11%, 17,414 votes for Harris, just coming out of Burlington, the city alone. Montpelier, the capital of the state, 87-10 for Harris over Trump. Rutland, right down here, 56% to 41%. Those are three large population areas. In Colchester, surrounding Burlington, we have South Burlington, 9,974 votes for Harris as well. Some of these surrounding areas around the large populations. Montpelier, similar but not as large, some smaller towns surrounding Montpelier as well. So those are all the counties and a few of the main population centers in the state of Vermont. Now we're going to go to, personally, my favorite part of the video, where we look back at my 2024 election prediction for the state of Vermont and see how close I did to getting it right. Now, while we're on this screen, to get very precise, Kamala Harris did get 64.4%. Donald Trump got 32.6% statewide in Vermont. This was a margin of victory of about 31.8% for Harris over Trump. So 31.8% for Harris over Trump. Now we're going to take a look at what my prediction was, and you can check this out on YouTube so you can see exactly what I did in my playlist for my deep dive series for the 2024 presidential election. Everything is 100% legit. I had Harris winning the state by 29.1%. So I was off in the margin of victory statewide by about 2.7%. Not a massive number, not a very close number either. It's kind of the middle of the road in terms of what my prediction was off by. I had Harris getting 60.5%, Trump getting 31.4%, and a margin of victory of 29.1%. So I certainly overestimated the amount of third-party vote that I thought there was going to be in Vermont this time around. Harris I had at 60.5%, again 60.5%, so I was off on Harris's end by about, 4%? Was I off on Harris's end by? Yeah, so the margin of victory I came very close to getting correct. Harris's side, I definitely underestimated the Democratic vote, getting 60.5%, where in actuality it ended up being about 64.4%. So it's off by about 4 points on the Democratic side. I was too low for the Democrats. Trump got 32.6%. I was also too low for Trump, but this one was only by about 1.2%. So Trump's side, I was more in line with getting the Republican side correct. I was only off by about 1.2%. Definitely underestimated the amount of Democratic vote in Vermont. I thought Kamala Harris would perform more closely to Hillary Clinton than to Joe Biden in Vermont in 2024. And Kamala Harris kind of performed closer in between what Clinton and Biden did. So she wasn't as poor as Hillary Clinton was with a third-party vote, but Harris didn't perform as well as Joe Biden did. So she was kind of like the middle ground between the two, which does explain my distinction on getting the Harris vote percentage off by about 4 points, whereas Trump's was only off by about 1.2. The margin of victory, however, still ended up only being off about 2.7% from the 31.8, where I predicted 29.1. But I did still accurately predict the state would go to Kamala Harris and his 3 electoral votes. Vermont is such a Democratic state, it really didn't take much to make this prediction. I think every single person predicting elections would get this one right, but still very, very interesting one to look at. In Vermont, now being concluded, we have done 3 out of the 47 states in the 3 states so far, 47 states to go out of the 50 U.S. states. Next up is going to be the state of Massachusetts, and I will be looking back at my prediction in that one, as well as we'll keep going from east to west across the entire United States, and finishing off with the state of Washington State, where I started my deep dive series. So I hope you come back and watch that Massachusetts video, which should be coming out in just a few days. That will do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to give it a like. And if you really liked it, please remember to click the subscribe button and make sure you turn post notifications on so you always get notified when I post a new video. That way you never miss one. Also, please remember to share this video with your friends and family if you really like the video. And remember to stay tuned because I'll be posting at least one video every single day leading up until Election Day. So I'd really appreciate it if you keep coming back and watching those videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in a future video.